Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. The beer is courtesy of Billy. Thanks so much, Billy. I really appreciate it. It's Saturday. On Saturdays, I do Seller Saturday, blah, 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 blah. This beer is from 2019. So yeah, I'm really excited to do it. So it's Three Magnets. That's the brewing company. And it's a collaboration with Copperworks Distilling Company. So the beer is called Copperworks Tompkins. It's an Imperial Oatmeal Stout aged in Copperworks American Single Malt Whiskey barrels. Then there's a sticker on the label. And this says aged in Copperworks barrels number 79, 81, 107, 131, 138, and 140. I didn't look up what each one of those is known for, anything. But they are single malt whiskey barrels each. 12.9% ABV, and it is specifically from August 27th, 2019. So coming up on 5 years. Wow, yeah, 5 years. Yeah, let's get into it. Uh-oh. Hopefully that's not a bad sign of anything to come. It might just be that full of a fill. I don't know. It's like hanging on top. Oh my god, it smells really good. Yeah, maybe it's just really carbonated. I don't know. That was wild. With the age, and then you open it, and that happens. Oh, my hands are all sticky. You never know. You never know. Shuts off camera. Good amount of head on this. About a finger and a half almost. It's very caramel, like boozy caramel, like you will whisk in, like some whiskey or something while you're making caramel sauce. But anyway, the head, pretty compact bubbles. It's mocha color. The beer itself, super dark brown into black. For sure, looks like a big stout. Let's get a proper aroma. So what I already said, some figs, some dark chocolate, some roast, which is nice. Oak for sure. It doesn't say how long it was barrel aged for. Yeah, I don't see it saying anywhere how long, but it's not overly oaky, but it's definitely oaky, which I want. I mean, it's been aged in oak barrels. So no off smells. Like there's nothing, like again, with the opening, it was a little like, uh-oh, I hope everything's okay. It smells like everything is okay. There's no off flavors at all, or off aromas. That fig, it's actually a little bit more, or like date fig. It's a little bit more molassesy, but it's like all three of those things, but it's a little bit more molasses, but like they're kind of like interwoven. It's like vanilla. Yeah, this smells awesome. Let's get into the glass. Cheers. Thanks again, Billy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Okay. So honestly, I was just kind of that first sip was looking for any off flavors. No, it's fine. Still able to process some really nice things. Actually, I can speak to it. That's how good the flavor is my mind was elsewhere and I can still talk about it. A little bit more roast in the taste than I was getting in the aroma. And I got some roast in the aroma, but there's an uptick in the taste. It's like, I can believe it comes from beer only, but it's almost approaching like you could have a little bit of coffee addition. So good amount of roast. It's like a little espresso-y, to be specific, with the coffee note. But again, it's a little like woody, roasty that I would get more in a base stout. I do get some nice, I hate to say generically whiskey, but it tastes somewhat whiskey, a little bit oaky. Definitely chocolate. It does skew darker chocolate. There is some sweetness to the beer. Some of the sweeter things I was getting the aroma, I didn't get a ton of in that first sip. Caramel, the dates and figs, maybe upon other sips. But again, like that first aroma, that first sip, I was just looking for off flavors to see if it was okay. And I still got all of that when my mind was dialed in on one specific thing and not overall experience. So well done with this beer. A little bit of a mouthfeel to it. Makes sense with the oats that are in the stout. A little bit of those sweet things I was talking about are coming through. The aftertaste is this beautiful mix of like that date fig sweetness, chocolate sweetness with the roast and oak. It's long lingering. It's still there, and it's super pleasant. I do want to keep taking sips of it, but like it's a really nice sensation where it's like, then I kind of don't want to take a sip because this still tastes really nice, you know, but I've been talking for a while and dead air is not good, I'm told, so back to another sip. No, it's nice, it's pleasant. That chocolate, interesting. Okay, so something I was talking about with the aroma, the chocolate, roast, and then here's where it gets interesting for me, molasses, fig, and dates are all like interwoven, connected. And I don't think I usually get that many things that I can specify that I get without them feeling separate, or like a couple or three, you know, maybe. It feels like a lot that are like really almost the same, because the chocolate is a little bit distinct on its own, but then it's like the secondary aspect of the chocolate's interwoven with everything else I was saying. But yeah, like usually it'd be like, you know, here's a thing, here's two things kind of connected, here's, you know, whereas it's like there's a chunk of things connected. It probably is from the aging. My guess is when this was fresh, it was much more like just fireworks, you know, popping off of different flavors. And I think that's one of the nice things about aging beers like this is flavors meld together. If there is any harsh edges, they typically round out. And I think this is experiencing that in a very good way. I think it's, I'll do another sip, but I think I've kind of nailed everything I want to say. Vanilla Police. I got a little bit in the aroma. I don't really get in the taste, but I did just that sip. I got just a little kiss of coconut. Actually had coconut as part of my lunch. We took my daughter for her birthday to an Indian buffet, and they had a coconut, what do you call it? Chutney that I put on some rice. I'm like, I haven't seen coconut chutney before. So it was pretty it was coconutty. I actually did have a little bit of vanilla in it, now I think about it. And just on some basmati white rice. So it was mostly that coconut thing. So like coconut is fresh in my mind. I don't think that's why I'm getting coconut. I think I'm saying this for this reason. Coconut is on my mind and it's easy for me to see that because of that. But I don't think if I had coconut recently, I would have picked up on that. But it's unmistakably a little bit of a coconut thing. Just a little bit. But yeah, this is super tasty. Billy, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. You were right. This beer's awesome. And I've never heard of this brewery, I don't think. So really nice to try who I think is a completely new brewer to me and to the channel. So thank you again, Billy. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Have you guys had this one before? Have you had one that had like that much barrel aging? That's really cool. And I love that they put it so like you can go on their website or whatever and like see those barrels. That's really rad. 5 years out, maybe I can't do that. But yeah, super rad. Anything else? Comment section below. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, felt like I was going to hiccup. Cheers, everyone.